Hello, hello. Welcome to episode number 3. So today I'm going to go quickly about a few updates that were implemented on a few websites that we have, and also I want to share a short piece of a conversation from Tom, and that is another long episode, but I'll explain that in a second. First, let me start sharing my screen. And I really wanted to point your attention to the updates that I did with the Grow Connection. So, Grow Connection is my open communication platform. I do intend to create some video recordings from conversations that I have with business owners and investors and really professionals that I met throughout my life. That is also a way for others to connect with me. The specific meetings are set, and everything that shows like a AB team, that is basically our internal meetings for the with the team. However, I see the opportunity that maybe somebody needs to have a quick demo and really jump in on a call with us to see how we are processing clients and how we do onboard clients, how what is important in that first conversation, and I call it interview. And for me, it's always I need to know exactly what your business is doing, and I am really talking mainly with the businesses that offer any services for the homeowners or investors, so builders and HVAC professionals, electricians, plumbers, those service companies. I know how I can help you from your growth perspective and ensuring that your clients are satisfied with your company. However, I did added a call that will be kind of encompassing, and it's gonna be once a month. That's gonna be Saturday, last Saturday of the month. I will be doing a masterclass, and I do invite a lot of people to witness that because that is gonna be the best way for me to communicate and disseminate the information about Pure Experts, Glenview Mastermind, as well as grow with microgreens. So I do have a small business that we grow microgreens and deliver them locally. Right now, I see the opportunities to really extend it to other geographic locations. So if you jump in on a call on Wednesday about the microgreens, this is what I'll be talking about. I can find the opportunity if you want to grow or if you want to have the growing practice inside of your house basement for the microgreens. I will be able to set you up with the systems, with the proper way to germinate seeds and do the proper seeding. And if you would like to participate with Grow with Microgreens, I will be able to create also other opportunities for people that really want to consume more healthy greens. So this is really specifically about this. Glenview Mastermind, I did redo. I'm fully focused right now on the business systems and commitment to grow. So the business owners that I am interviewing, excuse me, that I'm interviewing and talking to, well, the one thing that I need to have in that business owner is ability to talk to others, ability to be kind and ability to really mobilize and empower all the employees that work for that business owner. And I'll be very very specific about the coaching and what I can offer from that perspective. But as far as the coaching, I really wanted to again show a few other business systems that are great, and I really would like to recommend others to take a look at them, specifically from the perspective of understanding business systems and making sure that the business owner is working within the scope of those systems. So vertical boss is one framework. I really like how it's all laid out, and the information that Richard is providing. Simple, but really truth. So limiting belief breakthroughs. I can definitely help you with this, but for larger organizations or businesses that probably generate revenue of between 5 and 50 million per year, I'm pretty sure that Richard's gonna be a great advisor for you. So please check out his resources, and I have the privilege to talk with Richard about some specific initiatives that he's taking on, and I really would like to invite Richard also to be available to other businesses or business owners that are participating within the Glenview Mastermind. The more complicated systems that I've been looking at, so I spent many years at Pampered Chef, and it was a great company. And I've been observing what really Warren Buffett is doing with Berkshire Hathaway, and now I see how Tracy is really leading the Canbrick company to really achieve almost the same thing as Warren did from the perspective of buying great companies. Canbrick does the same. They do provide support, but this is the framework that they are working in. My intention for Glenview Mastermind and Pure Experts is eventually in 2025, 2026, and probably beyond, I will be buying a lot of small businesses, small service companies. If people do want to exit the business, they are done, they are at the age that they are ready for their retirement. If that business owner is probably maybe 5 years from that retirement, the best way for me will be to start having conversations with that business owner, embed somebody that business owner will fully train about the business and all the opportunities that were working for that business owner throughout years of their operations, and I will match that business owner with the right person that can take over at some point, and I will be happy to also buy that company under Pure Experts. So this is simple, and one more item under the Pure Experts virtual events. I know that the virtual events space is quite saturated right now, so I am doing something that is a mix, mixing the actual events in place, and I can provide you with the video transmission or the portal where you will be able to attract maybe some customers, maybe some of your key employees to really participate in a meeting remotely if you do have a diversified workforce, and if you're working with freelancers and would like to create an ongoing meeting for your organization. Please reach out. I know that I will be a great fit for you. The prices are now, I think this is really, really inexpensive for the organizations, but I also do that for my friends and just and really charitable organizations. So the first charitable organization is no, I'm not gonna be talking about this because it is still in the works, and I will not be able to fully explain it right now. Another page that I think it's important for people to understand what I'm doing. So I do have a mission, and I just want to read that and make sure that it's fully understood. So Pure Experts is committed to being an information and systems industry leader that exceeds customer expectations, challenges its associates with opportunities, provide top quality products and services, and applies its resources to the betterment of society. For me, the society is my community. Those are my neighbors. Those are people that I have been touched by them throughout my life. I just want to return the favor and really empower other small business owners to think bigger and utilize resources that are available at really really low cost in order to achieve their goals. So this is why I am selling business systems, business hub for the service companies, and that is important to me. At Pure Experts, we are proud to embody the feel good company model, and I am kind of maybe this is not the best business model, but for me, business became more of like a spiritual commitment, and I only learned that by talking with other business owners, other investors, how they really planning their lives in order to achieve their goals. Feel good company model driven by a deep commitment to promoting health and wellness. We achieve this by offering microgreen delivery services and education, all while cherishing our strong family values. Our mission is to serve Chicago suburbs with premium microgreens delivery services, extend innovative marketing solutions to small businesses catering to homeowners through our agency, and provide exceptional real estate services. So, disclosure, yes, I am a real estate agent, broker with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services in Glenview. As a real estate investors and realtors, we approach each transaction humbly, focusing on purchasing properties for cash and fostering mutually beneficial partnerships with sellers. This is the product that I will have ready by the end of October, and this is the product that I will be also promoting a lot. We honor to commit 20% of our profits to various community projects and donations to charitable organizations or food banks, embodying our belief in giving back and creating a positive impact. To start, I really want to make sure that everybody do understand that as far as the microgreens and the whole process of growing and building community behind this, the goal is for me to be able to give away about eventually 50% of the crops to the food banks as a crunchy mix salad replacement meal. At the heart of our business, we uphold moral, ethical, and legal standards. This commitment ensures transparency, integrity in all our interactions. And I believe that is the mistake. No, that was fixed. So that looks really, really good from that perspective. All right, let's jump into really, really short segment from the impact theory. And I again, it's a 3 hour conversation. I usually listen to those at the like a 1.5 speed to get more information. But there were a few things that I just wanted to highlight. It is absolutely groundbreaking information to a lot of small business owners and investors about how wealthy think, or how self-made millionaires think from the perspective of what is coming in a short future. I see the same problems, and I'm trying to resolve them for my local community and local business owners. However, the marketing agency tools are available to anybody in the United States, and I am really cooperating with other geographic locations as well, because the systems and the business tools are applicable in those geographic locations as well.
I mean, this idea of moral absolutism lately that we have, which is if a single human did anything at any point in time that we consider bad by today's standards, we have to wipe their name off of the face of the planet, and we could no longer say that we might be able to learn something from them, is a huge disservice to anybody who is in learning and growth phase. Because there's no perfect human. We've never met one. I've never met one. And so every one of us has some dark thing in our closet. Every one of us has done things that we've been embarrassed about or grown past at some point. And so the idea that you can only take ideas from people you like is a great way for you to stay poor. And so I don't really believe in anything that doesn't have an outcome that I like. So why would I only listen to people that I like? It's such a bizarre philosophy that somehow has been normalized.
I'll even push it farther. I will take a good idea from somebody even if they are despicable.
Of course.
I think there's even something in the Bible about this, that the Luciferian intellect, I don't know if that's Jordan Peterson's phrase or if that's actually in the Bible, but that I know in the Bible there's something that sometimes the evil among us have the better idea. Oh God, I'm paraphrasing. But like that's the idea, that there are times where you can actually learn something from somebody, even if they are just outright evil.
Yeah.
I think that's wise. I think the way that people should live their life, and I'd be very curious to get your take on this. This is how I advise everybody to think, and that is from first principles. For first principles to work, you have to understand what your goal is. Where am I trying to get to? And I think a big part of what's breaking down in dialogue today is people don't understand, like, where are we trying to get? And then they don't have an explicit, stated philosophy by which they decide what things they will and won't do in order to achieve said goal. And so what people end up arguing about are the quote unquote facts of the situation. Now, the problem is your worldview, which is made of your beliefs and your values, they will change how you interpret the quote unquote facts. And until people can say stated, this is my goal, these are the value systems or philosophical underpinnings that I use to get to that goal or to navigate the world. And then here's how I can track back my thinking based on those beliefs, assumptions, values. And this is why I've come to this conclusion. But if you are just winging it, then usually the values are blind to you. You have them, but you don't know what they are. Your beliefs you confuse for objective reality, which they most certainly are not. And so people end up thinking, oh, I am just approaching this from objective truth and objective reality. And so the fact that you view things different than me just means you're a lunatic. versus going, oh, that's a useful idea. I'm going to take that. And so, yeah, taking a useful idea from wherever it comes seems
Yeah.
wise.
Very. I mean, I think it's quite useful to hold up a mirror in front of yourself and ask you who you think you are. We were talking about this to some degree. And so what would I do if I was going to ask who am I as a person and what outcomes and actions would I like to have according to my own philosophy? And the only way I've been able to do it well and consistently is in every company we have a creed. We have some sort of guiding principles that we live by.
For every company?
No, but I do one for every company. Now, there are like 3 companies that have a same set of core principles, but some companies necessitate something else, and the CEO gets to be the captain of that ship, and so they should get to set those principles. But the principles that I have for our contrarian thinking grouping of companies are 13, because we like this idea of trying to make our own luck, and they, and there are some that are very core and helpful when you're thinking about what action should I take. I like to fall back on making my brain be as lazy as humanly possible. So decision fatigue is real. It's really hard to continue to make good decisions all day. Any parent knows this. And so how do you decrease the fatigue that comes from making decisions? Well, you have principles that you get to revert back to. And so like our very first one is those who say it can't be done should get out of the way of those who are doing it. Very first one. One of the other core ones is that we clean up the sink, we do the dirty work. And so that's based off of a company where they got rid of their entire cleaning staff, and the company, all the employees take care of cleaning up the building by themselves continuously. And so if you believe that another one of ours, which is how you do anything is how you do everything, and like you pause on that for a second, that's really impactful. But the thing is, most of us, we might have had a family crest a million years ago, but we certainly didn't have a family crest. We didn't have a personal creed. A lot of us don't have company creeds. And so you don't have a set of aligned values. And I think values are so much more important even than what your company does, because they mimic your daily actions. And so if I was listening today, my husband and I have family values that are mimicked off of contrarian thinking values. And it goes back to little things. Like one of ours is, do you want to be a good white shark or do you want to be a great white shark? And it's tongue in cheek, it's cute, but that way, every time we're like in the gym and we don't want to do it, every time we could eat poorly, but we don't want to, we just kind of joke each other. I'm like, what kind of shark are you? And those little things can just remind you of the type of human you want to be.
I love that. How do you think through these incredibly intractable problems? Like, if my methodology is first principles, goal, beliefs, values, they're stated, boom, boom, think up to get there. What's the framework that you use?
What is the framework that I use? So the other weekend, I met with a daughter of one of the richest billionaires in the US, old money in the energy space. And she's incredible, which is rare for billionaires' daughters, right? And so I said to her, hey, weird question, but you turned out really normal. Why? And she said, you know what? My father always taught me that our family name means something, and we have to stand up for what that family name means for. And he made us repeat back to him what the family name meant to him. And then the second thing he always said is that the only thing you can control is how hard you work. That's the only thing you can control. We can't control how smart you are. We can't control what happens in the world, but you can control your belief in what this family name means and your ability to work really hard. And so when I think about my actions, I think about the same thing. I think I want my name to mean something. I want to remember that I'm here on this planet for some particular reason, and that the only thing I really have in my control is hard work. And so it's not enough, but it is a lot. And that's what I revert back to every single time. I really think it's hard to beat somebody who works an hour longer than everybody else in their industry. It's on average pretty hard. Now, you're going to have outliers, but like hard work's one of the easiest things to actually do, which seems like it doesn't make a lot of sense given the word hard in there.
I am a hard work junkie.
Yeah.
Every time you say, do the thing that you're obsessed with and it's going to be hard to beat obsession, that's like my pornography. Like I'm very much the hustle culture kind of person. However, obviously I want people to live a life that they're joyful about. So I'm not the psychopath that's like work and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But I do want to push back and say, okay, if I like to think about this a lot because I worked in the inner cities. I can't remember how much of my backstory
Yeah,
you
you
know.
told me that. Incredible.
So you're working with people and you're really seeing what poverty looks like up close. And one, it's interesting how they will oftentimes, like as a family unit, come together. There's some beautiful things to it. Anyway, setting that aside, because there's way more horror than there is beauty. And I just got obsessed with, okay, I've got whatever, a month with this guy. How am I going to train them to actually get escape velocity and get out of the hood? And hard work for sure, foundational layer, but it isn't everything. And so there are two things that I'll add to hard work. Tell me what you think. One is skill acquisition.
Yeah.
You have to be a sociopath for acquiring skills. Because ultimately, if you're working hard, but stupidly, you won't go anywhere. And what I find is people confuse hard work with morality. It's like this Puritan underlying thing, like I worked really hard and therefore I deserve to do well. No, you don't, motherfucker. Like if you did the right thing, the market will reward you because you did a thing that other people can't do. And so getting people to understand the whole reason that you acquire skills is so that you can do a thing that other people can't do. And if you can do a thing that the world values better than other people can, you will always be employed, always. And then the other one would be emotional control. Like if you can't control your own emotions, like you are going to be in a very dark place. And so hard work, relentless skill acquisition, doing the effective thing, and then being able to control your emotions. That feels closer to like, I'm still like, that's such a thumbnail sketch. And of course it's beyond complicated in each one of those three things. How does that sit?
I think it sits. I mean, I think here's the thing that everybody should do if they want to get rich, but nobody wants to listen to, which is fascinating to me, is that amateurs do lots of things and pros do the few right things. And how is that possible? It's because pros teach other amateurs how to do all of those little things that they don't need to do. And so they have leverage, right? So pros don't have to be busy. Amateurs do have to be busy because they can't differentiate what is right and effective yet. So I think there's this portion of your life where you have to do incredible amounts of hard work because you can't delineate what is good versus what is busy work. And every one of us just needs to realize that at some point. And the only way you start to realize what is good versus busy work is through skill acquisition, one of the skills of which is what is effective versus what is just filler. And so, you know, you don't even have to pick up numerous skills. You can be like what Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett talk about, which is making 3 to 5 really high signal to noise bets over your entire career and sitting lazily on your asses for the rest of the time. I mean, Munger talks about all the time that in fact their strategy is only one thing, which is when they see big risk, they go in huge if they think that risk can be rewarded, and they do not go in if they do not see a huge risk reward. So they just are professional no-sayers. And that's because they learn to differentiate the difference between busy work and good work. And I think that is where most people should strive. Can you strive to actually determine what actions to take that will make movements or change? And it's really, really easy to say, but hard to do. I mean, think about it in your business. In my business, every single day, there's a to-do list so big, I will never, ever finish it. And I have to determine every single day, what is the one thing that if I do, it becomes the fulcrum on which I get to place a lever that moves a giant boulder. And if I can't continuously get closer to that one thing, the business will fail. And I think that's how most of us are, is we have to be able to figure out, what does a fulcrum look like? What does a lever look like? And what do just a bunch of pebbles look like that are going to do nothing for me? And that's actually quite hard.
Okay, skill acquisition matters a lot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop over here. This is, I wanted to do really, really short episode, but I really invite you to follow Tom. He's got really, really powerful guests, and the conversations are quite important, at least for me, and show how I can improve from the perspective of being a better business advisor, being a better husband, being a better father to my daughters, because it is very, very important to me. Especially, I'm a guy that came to the United States. Our first flight was when I was turning 18. Then I went back to Poland to finish my physical therapy school. And I came here when I was about 22. I had a plethora of different jobs, and I was always looking for something that would allow me to acquire those skills. And I believe that for throughout my whole career, I was able to acquire new skills. I was able to spend time on acquisition of those skills that now I can share with others under my business advisement practice. In the meantime, I just wanted to also show the resources and other masterminds and networking groups that I'm using to all the time. But from the real estate investment perspective, 7 years with Andrew's mastermind, yes, something stuck in my head. And did I made many transactions, many deals? No, I was probably hard-headed person that would not see the vision that Andrew seen at that point. But yeah, it was scary. It was scary to move my 401k to the like a self-directed product, so I can actually start lending funds to other investors. That was the best and easiest way for me to acquire those skills and really figure out how to analyze the deals, how to analyze the area where the properties are. So this is all important. Another group that I highly recommend for more commercial class assets, self storage with Scott Myers. I am going back. Uh, they they, they provide continuous education as well. So that is the biggest appeal for me. And I am recreating a lot of those structures under the Glenview Mastermind and the Grow connection specifically, so I can put myself as that mentor and advisor. And I intend to be doing this for the rest of my life. That is the current goal, and I really invite you to the Glenview Mastermind. Resources for the real estate. If you need funding, funding is available. Find a deal or spend time on figuring out how to find great deals or great properties that you can purchase. And again, money is not a problem now with so many private lenders and companies that do lend funds on those deals. It is very, very simple to do. You just have to follow the process. You just have to follow the structure of how to acquire specific properties within a different asset class. So multifamily is something that I'll be doing probably next year, and I will have a practice that we purchase single family houses, multifamily, as well as self storage asset class. And I will be sharing during the master class on that Saturday. That's gonna be the 28th. I'll be sharing under the Grow platform my plans for the projects for 2025, and I believe there are fun projects, something that will make a significant impact on my community and other communities as well. So stay tuned for that. And again, I invite you to join this Grow Connection, and because that is a free and available resource. If you would like to get into a platform that is completely free, that is my school community under Pure Experts. I definitely got some courses that I am using for my staff, but there are some that are already happening, and and for the from the life coaching perspective as well as from like digital literacy, I'm talking more over here with the comprehensive mentoring package. It is more really about uh, differences between the generation wealth and and being wealthy, with being a self-made uh, wealthy, not really uh, taking it from family to family generations. But I know that I need to recreate that for my daughters, and that is my goal. So there are few uh, modules over here, but they're quite simple, and that is fully available right now under the Pure Experts community. And I'm pretty sure that I do have links to the Pure Experts school community everywhere that I can cross-reference it with others. Definitely have links over here. So yes, that is all available, and I do invite you to the conversation. I'm definitely looking for a lot of real estate brokers and investors. So because I intend to create a workshop that will take us to create a real estate product that will be a mix between the wholesaling and really partnering with the seller as a real estate agent. I do understand that from also a seller's perspective. So I do have a lot of integrity from that perspective, and I will just make you a best offer that I can afford, the offer that makes sense from me, from the investment perspective. But I intend to create some long-term income possible for the even for the sellers. Plus, if sellers cannot afford the mortgage, or there were some life situation like divorce, or somebody's dying, it is life. But those opportunities absolutely exist, and I see that completely differently, uh, because now I'm a little older, and I was able to see the paths from various investments perspective. I will definitely be staying within the real estate arena, and really talking more about business systems and business commitment by the owners to achieve their goals and to grow their companies. So this is important to me, and I just want to make sure that the audience of the YouTube channel and anybody else that comes into the conversation with me uh, is fully aware. And for that, I just want to point you out to one more page that was created. I'm really looking for great speakers, so I can really feature that speaker under that YouTube show, and we'll have a conversations based on your path, based on and especially if you do have some business that you want to promote. I will be happy to do so. I expect to be interviewing a lot of real estate brokers, managing brokers mainly, or really team leaders. So if you do have a team of maybe 5 agents working under you, I definitely would like to have that conversation, because the real estate product that I'm going to be developing is going to be available to other agents, and that is going to create a big deal flow for me, and for investors that do invest with me as well. Thank you, and let me switch over here. So, thank you. I know that was longer than I expected. Again, about 40 minutes. My goal is to be doing those shows and cap them always at 45 minutes. Some might be longer if I'm showing some other shows, or I'm pointing out some specific conversations that I found and are important from my perspective. So otherwise, I'll try to keep it under 45 minutes, and that is my goal for this YouTube channel, for this YouTube show. And again, I do invite speakers to a specific conversation. I'll be interviewing a lot of professionals that I met throughout my life. And my question will be, how do you invest the money if you only doing like a 401k or IRA investments? That is probably not a person that I will be interviewing, because I see a potential for interviews with those that actually built some wealth and found a way to multiply it very, very effectively. Thank you.